Test, test, test. We welcome you to East Grand Forks High School. Adrian Cummings here alongside Luke Carpenter. What should be a nice night for hoops in the Grand Cities. In front of us, we got a battle of three-letter teams, TRF and EGF, scoring off in what should be an excellent basketball game on the hardwood. Both these teams in action last night. Thief River falling to Red Lake County, and the Greenwave coming up victorious against Warren Alvarado Oslo. Should be a nice tilt, folks. Happy to have it for you as part of our Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Network. My name is Adrian Cummings alongside Luke Carpenter. Folks, as we inch just ever so closer to tip-off here, this one's set to tip at 7:30. We should be on time for a 7:30 start. We'll take you through some of our pregame motions, and I'll give you the scoop on what we have in the Section 8 AA. Play at your speed. Be ready for East Grand Forks' speed. Rebound, limit second chances. Screen and find matchups. This will be a key one for the Prowlers tonight, as they feel like they do have a couple high-end scorers. Getting them the ball and getting them to work it is going to matter, and I think we'll see how this Thief River Falls team is going to be able to do it. Of course, this is an East Grand Forks team that presses an awful lot, and they will be pushing that press all evening long. So what are the Prowlers going to be able to do to break that press and just to continue on? We'll see, folks. What do you think, Luca? Good? Awesome.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
As we welcome you folks to East Grand Forks High School, happy to have you on the call tonight. You're listening to KNOX TV. This broadcast brought to you by our network partners, Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. I am Adrian Cummings. Alongside me is Luke Carpenter tonight. He'll have our camera work folks in front of us. We have an excellent basketball game. East Grand Forks Greenwave look to defend their excellent season, taking on the Prowlers of Thief River Falls. Both of these teams were active last night, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in our pregame show, but both these teams were active last night, so be curious to see what kind of matchup we get this evening, folks. But nonetheless, this East Grand Forks team is really starting to put some folks on notice as they've had an excellent season of basketball thus far. Coach Josh Perkowitz, who I chatted with a little bit before this game got going, he was talking about how they're really playing with the target on their back now, that people know they're the best team. They won a narrow one last night against a regional foe, and we'll cover that as well as part of our drive for the title, folks. This pregame show is brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Design. Folks, this has been an absolutely balmy, blustery day. I was on the road for my regular day job in Roseau, Minnesota, and coming on the way back, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it for this broadcast, but nonetheless, these fans have braved the elements and made it out here. Of course, the Thief River constituency, about a 45-minute drive for them. Pretty good turnout for their crowd. Looks like also the East Grand Forks team is doing some sort of senior or parent night recognition tonight. That'll be awesome. Great to have that, as of course those parents are the ones that support and make the wheels turn for a lot of these players. Folks, you're listening to KNOX TV. Ryan Cunningham's got the call of the Grand Forks Central Knights playing the Red River Rough Riders in boys hockey tonight, so it's a doubleheader for us here. Again, Adrian Cummings, Luke Carpenter, East Grand Forks. Folks, we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll take you through this pregame show. Happy to have you.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to SprayAdvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
As we welcome you back to the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Network. Adrian Cummings here, Luca Carpenter on the camera tonight, folks. This pregame show is brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Folks, in front of us, we got a really good junior varsity game that actually at times is a little bit tight, but East Grand Forks playing from behind a little bit in this one. It's turned into a really nice basketball game, so it delayed our start a little bit. I think our game should be tipping the varsity game right around 7:45, so it'll be a tad late tonight here in East Grand Forks, but we'll have it for you, folks. We'll take you through some of our pregame elements, our drive for the title, our fuel for the game, and our keys to the game. We got all sorts of good stuff to talk about. Chief among them is this record of the incredible season the East Grand Forks Greenwave are putting together early in this season. They are 10-2, 6-0 in the section, and outscoring teams opposite them by 13 points. This East Grand Forks team has got pretty much everything to play for. Again, the QRF, and we'll talk a tad about that as we move further into this broadcast. The QRF is really certainly playing favorable for East Grand Forks right now, and this is a team that feels like they have a chance to really compete late into the season, and we hope that they do so, folks. Let's take you through that drive for the title. Drive for the title brought to you by Toys for Trucks, and I'm going to pull up some of the QRF stuff here just to make sure I get it exactly right. Toys for Trucks, accessorize your car, truck, or SUV at Toys for Trucks. So as we look around the Section 8 AA conference, a couple things. A lot of teams in action. A lot of teams played last night. So there's certainly a lot of games kind of flying everywhere. I was talking to Coach Josh Perkowitz before, and I said, do you guys play every night of the week? And he said, pretty much any time, any place, we'll be there. We'll be ready to hoop. As they had last night a tight one against Warren. They were able to come away in that one by a score of 76-71. He felt like that game probably could have been quite easily a 15 to 20 to 25 point game. Felt like his team didn't do a very good job of finishing around the rack. We'll talk a little bit about that and the keys for the game as we keep moving along. But nonetheless, the Greenwave are atop the standings. They are 6-0 overall in the conference and 9-2, or 6-0 in the conference, and 9-2 overall. Just an incredible season they're putting together. Pelican Rapids coming in second. They are 6-2 overall, and 6-2 in the conference, and 11-2 overall. Warroad, who is the top kind of the state early in the season, they are 14-0, but just 5-0, and they've played a lot of single A teams, so that's not necessarily helping them. Again, they have 2 more total games than East Grand Forks, but 1 less conference game in hand, so they still could move and jump Pelican Rapids and jump East Grand Forks, actually, depending on the results of tonight's game. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, DGF, they're 10-3 overall, 5-1 in the conference. Barnesville 9-4, 5-1. Perham 7-5, 1-4. Thief River Falls. That's our opponent tonight, folks. They are 6-3 overall in the season, 3-3 in the conference. And we look at their last game they played last night as well. They lost that one by a total of 14, losing 75-61 versus Red Lake County. But if you look at their results for the season, it's just kind of been up and down for them. They had a win at Grafton. They won that one by a score of 86-59, so they put up a ton of points, 25-point swing 1 week later. They had all last week off. They played Monday, and then they got back on the horse this Monday. Pelican Rapids, who we think is a really good team, they lost that game by 5. They've played in some tight games. They've had a lot of tight losses and a lot of big wins. So this Thief River Falls team is starting to put it together. They're starting to kind of get it going. The last time these two teams met, East Grand Forks was able to unseat them by a score of 77-69. Austin Rustling had 42 in that last game. We're certainly going to spotlight him a little bit further in. But this is a team that is starting to put it together. And I talked to Coach Hams before the game, and he feels like they have a decent shot tonight. I mean, they know what they need to do. They know kind of where they want to be and how they can maybe try and push over the edge. And really, they're if you look at their record, it's win-loss, win-loss, win-win-loss. I mean, it's every other. They've just really been unable to find a groove. And I think tonight they'll have a really, really good opportunity to do that. Find their groove, try and get it back against a really, really formidable opponent in East Grand Forks. Looking on the right side of the screen, that'll kind of round out the bottom feeders. No need to get into so much detail, but Park Rapids, Wadena, Crookston, Roseau, Holly, and Monaga over there on the right side. Tonight also in action, Park Rapids at Detroit Lakes, Frazee at Barnville, Pelican Rapids at Dilworth, Thief River Falls here, of course, that's our game. Breckenridge at Perham, Monaga at Sabika, Holly at Staples Motley, shout out Atlanta Model. Bagley at Warroad. So there is just kind of all sorts of games going on. And when you get a big conference like this, it's kind of hard to corral. It's not like the EDC where there's maybe 6 teams playing on any given night. I mean, there's a lot of games, folks, and a lot of this is going to change. Keep you updated with those things as we have them throughout the night as part of our vegan look-in feature. We're looking at Ryan Cunningham's game as well, folks. If you're looking for hockey, Ryan Cunningham has got the Rough Riders and the Knights going at it, and boys hockey should be a nice night for that as well. Folks, you're listening to the pregame show. This is KNOX Live Sports and KNOX TV. Junior varsity game is just about to wrap up. Like I said, we should be on for about a 7:45 tip or so, somewhere in there. We'll see what we find. But, folks, we'll send you to another break. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching KNOX.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Sean, Michelle, and Tel.
Folks, as we welcome you back to this pregame show, it is Parents' Night here in East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks doing a nice gesture recognizing all the parents for the boys basketball team. Had a nice letter read just before they were kind of walking across here, and everyone's got a couple little gifts, so super nice showing of appreciation here for the Greenwave folks. As I look around the gym, a couple people I recognize. Coach Destry Sturkle, he's the head coach of the Sacred Heart High School boys team. They'll be taking on East Grand Forks here on Thursdays, flanked by Oscar Ortiz, so certainly doing a little bit of scouting for him as he's getting ready for what should be a big matchup on Thursday. But folks, we got to look at the one right underneath our nose here in Thief River Falls, and East Grand Forks has got to take care of business tonight. No way around it, folks. So this is going to be a huge game tonight, not only for them, and again, this is a team that East Grand Forks should do pretty well against. However, they had a little bit of a shaky night last night, and not a night that we would necessarily expect for them. I mean, Warren Alvarado also, who's a decent team in their own right, we thought maybe they would take care of business in a little bit more of a firm-handed way, but they did not last night. They did not. They were not able to take care of Warren Alvarado, and it was a serious contender for them. So that game ended up probably being a little bit tighter than they would have cared for. But nonetheless, tonight they got Thief River Falls. It should be a nice matchup, folks. Pregame show brought to you True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. As we take you further into this pregame show, let's look at our fuel for the game. Circle K is our sponsor for fuel for the game, folks, keeping you rolling down the road 24 hours a day. I believe all of the holiday locations have been turned into Circle K's here in Grand Forks. That's 13th in Washington, 24th in Columbia, and 40th in Washington as well. I just stopped at a Circle K today on my way out of town this morning for some work. Could not recommend them enough. Good food selection, good drinks. I think they got the biggest bubbler case in Grand Forks, so it's certainly good for me. Folks, as we look at some players to take a look out for those of you that have been on a couple of these broadcasts with me, it's going to be no big surprise for you. Of course, Austin Rustling, the man that's got to get it done for the Greenwave tonight. He comes in averaging nearly 21 points a game and 7 rebounds. Just an unbelievable ability that this guy has to get the ball in his own hands. And not only that is he good at scoring and moving that around, but he does an excellent job of spreading that ball out and getting the rock to his teammates, which is huge for a player of his skill level. We see it a lot where they're not necessarily worried about spreading the ball around. They're going to get their shot, but Rustling does an excellent job of spreading that ball around and making sure that he elevates his teammates and makes them better. Again, he's averaging 21 and 7 the last time these two teams knotted up. Coach Ham said he had 42. I've been unable to confirm, but I take his word for it. So Rustling, obviously a very high-powered scorer, can get it where he needs to. It's no surprise there. Some of the more feature pieces for this East Grand Forks offense, and the last time I had him against Ferta Beltrami, Chase Lindgren had an excellent night. I think he finished that game with 22 points. So he'll be massive tonight. I mean, they know a lot of the action's going to come on Rustling. They know that's kind of where it's mostly going to be targeted towards. But the problem is that you can't just let one guy beat you. I mean, they have to do a good job of watching where he spreads the ball. Chase Lindgren, I think, had 5 or 6 pretty much wide open shots, whether that's a dunk, whether that's a lay-in, little layup, three-pointer, long mid-range. I mean, he got open last game, and that really, really made a big problem for Ferta Beltrami. So Chase Lindgren's going to be a huge feature piece in that tonight. And finally, Carson McDonald averaging 17 tonight. I think he had a 15 the last time we saw him play, but Carson McDonald, again, another very, very good scorer. Had a super nice up and under lay-in, hits a couple big threes in that last game against Ferta when they need to pull away down the stretch. So this East Grand Forks team is a little bit like a three-headed monster, but certainly it is led by Austin Rustling, who's got a decent opportunity to be named Conference Player of the Year. So do what you can against Rustling. Make sure you take care of him and you line your P's and Q's and don't let some of the other guys beat you. For the Greenwave, of course, it's going to be a little bit of a different challenge for them. Everett Nelson, he transferred from New Fulton. Him and his brother Wyatt. He's a 1,000-point career scorer. He's comes in on my stat sheet. Let's see if I have height here. I do not. He's a senior for this Prowlers team. Again, his first year playing for Thief River, but Everett Nelson's going to be a problem. He's not afraid to have the ball in his hands. He's very, very comfortable with the basketball. He's a very good player, and it's going to be certainly tough for him as they're going to want to try and flow a lot of their offense in and not to spoil too many of our keys to the game. But this is a Thief River Falls team that has a few guards. So, you know, kind of the regular press that wears your guys out and kind of just kills you if you don't have guard play. I mean, they're going to be okay. They have guards. They can get through it. They can move the ball all right. So that's really going to change the complexion of this game for the East Grand Forks Greenwave. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Gannon Zoots going to have to have a big night again for the Prowlers. I mean, it's going to turn into a scoring basketball game. It's East Grand Forks known for their defense, but obviously they can put up points with the best of them. They're averaging 75 a game. Thief River Falls averaging 71, but I think that total is going to have to be probably a little bit higher than that tonight to squeak past. So they got to be able to get a multiple of their scorers going. And finally, Bridger Wilcox. He's a sophomore, number 5 on this team. As the first player that Coach Hams wanted to talk about, getting Wilcox going, getting him comfortable with the ball, getting him comfortable in the half court, you know, so to open up the game for the rest of the players. So Nelson, Zutz, and Wilcox going to be our Circle K fuel for the game. The guys that are going to make this one go and who we're going to have to look out for, folks, as we get you through this pregame show. 17 minutes till tip here, so we'll be just a tad late. I don't know if they'll cut it a little bit early. It depends on. Tip should be coming somewhere between 7:45, 7:55 actual time, but we'll be here for it. You're listening to KNOX TV. If you're looking for hockey, Ryan Cunningham, my counterpart, I believe he's over the airwaves, 1310 AM, 107.9 FM. He's got Riders and Knights hockey, boys, of course. But also he's got that broadcast on KNOX TV. You can find it right on YouTube, folks. So need a quick break. Be back in a minute. You're listening to KNOX.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Folks, as we welcome you back into this pregame show, as this gym is filling up here in senior high school, this brand new, beautiful addition that they just did a few years ago. Absolutely, probably the best place that we get to broadcast basketball, just from a setup perspective, not that it really matters to you folks. Probably the best overall environment in gym is Sacred Heart. Absolutely unbelievable venue in Sacred Heart. And we will have a great matchup later this week as, again, the Eagles taking on the Greenwave here at East Grand Forks. But this environment's nice. The sound system's good. The teams are filling in. The fans are filling in. It should be an awesome night for hoops here in the Twin Cities, in the Grand Cities, rather. As we take you through further into this pregame show, we'll stop by our Jarrell's and Hockey World keys for the game. Stop in and see what's new for this season. Now with the drive-through Jarrell's Sports and Hockey World, not just hockey, of course, all sorts of good sports, all sorts of things you need. Not only apparel, but they have baseball stuff, they got hockey stuff, they got just general athletic stuff. I mean, they got all sorts of stuff over there. So stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World, folks. For the East Grand Forks Greenwave, and this is going to be kind of where the most of my coaches' comments come into summary tonight, folks, but play at your speed. Thief River's got a great desire in this game to slow down East Grand Forks. And East Grand Forks is not necessarily what I would consider a very fast team as far as, you know, the shot clock and the play development type aspect. They don't usually play in the first 10 or 15. They can at times. But this East Grand Forks team has got a lot of energy and a lot of depth. We'll touch on that a little bit further down. But, you know, they have a lot of guys that they can throw at you. And what that leads to is that they're going to play a lot faster throughout the evening probably than Thief River would care to do. You can see it right there in the bottom for the Prowlers. Be ready for East Grand Forks' speed. They have a lot of energy that comes off the bench, so their players don't necessarily feel like hey, why would I slow it down? I'm kind of good. I got all the energy I need. And so Thief River, they got to slow this game down. East Grand Forks, you got to play at your speed. They're probably going to give a little bit more resistance in the full court than probably East Grand Forks is used to. So just be ready to break through that and kind of keep pushing the pace. Use a depth advantage throughout for the Greenwave. No surprise here. We expect to see probably between 10 and 12 players checking in for the Greenwave tonight. Usually when you do basketball from a sportscaster's perspective, you get out a sheet of lined paper and you kind of write your top 5-6 names you maybe need to pay attention to. But Josh Perkowitz runs an interesting type of setup to the point where, I've got 13 names written down on my sheet here for East Grand Forks because they're all going to check in at some point in this game. They throw a lot of bodies at you. That's their strategy, is wear you out. Full court press, not necessarily about stealing the ball. A lot of it's just about getting in your way and being annoying and making you tired. The Prowlers, thankfully, do have some good guard play, so that'll kind of throw a little bit of a different bit of look into it, if you will. But, again, be ready to use your depth throughout. And use the full court to force turnovers. It's not necessarily always designed. At times it will ramp up. And it will turn into, a lot of ball hawking, steal, go for it, get it type of press. But that's not really what it needs to be. But don't be afraid to kind of flip that switch. And certainly in the first couple minutes, maybe in a middle minute, and then, of course, near the end of the half and end of the game, turn that full court press, be mindful of the fouls, but turn that full court press into a weapon to where you can maybe steal a couple extra possessions. And on the Thief River side of the ball, we have to rebound to limit second chances. They're not really a long team. They don't have a ton of big bigs, but they have a lot of guys that are that 6 foot to 6'2", 180 to 200 pounds. Are really filled out. They're really athletic. Use those guys to sneak some rebounds off the glass, because this is Grand Forks team that likes to shoot from deep. I mean, they can finish inside, and they do a pretty nice job of that. But they can shoot from the wing, and if you're going to limit some of those rebounds, you're going to hopefully slow down this onslaught that we know can pick up points very, very quickly, thinking namely of Chase Lindgren, and Carson McDonald. Finally, screen and find your matchups here. This one's going to be important tonight. Rustling, their hams didn't quite go to this length, but the last game they kind of said, hey, Austin, we're going to try and let you beat us, and he took that opportunity, and he did. I think tonight they're going to probably try and play a little bit more balanced defense, not going to let him have everything at will. Certainly he's going to try as much as he can to snake what he can and take what he can. But they have to try and really match up and bow up and play some good one-up defense, because if they give Rustling the ball and let him go, this is going to be another bad night for the Prowlers of Thief River Falls. Folks, these are the keys to the game. They're brought to you by Jarrell's Sports and Hockey World. Stop in today and see what's new for the season. Brand new drive-thru right in the front of the store. We bring quality into play. Folks, as we inch on through this pregame show, we got 10 minutes left on our clock. Tipping off somewhere between 7:45, 7:55 should be. We're scheduled for a good start here at KNOX TV. For those of you looking for hockey, Ryan Cunningham has got that game. I might jump over to here while I got you folks on air and see if we can provide a score update for those of you that are on the Hoops broadcast. Happy to have you on here. This broadcast brought to you by our presenting sponsors, Rivard's Turf and Forage in Grand Trailer Sales. Okay, let me see if I can find here. Give us a high-powered computer. Riders and Knights just getting going. This one, first 2 minutes in. This one looks to be hosted at Purpur. So Central playing host to the Riders this evening. And that one is the score is 0-0, so really early. Nice opportunity here for the Knights as they're going to drive inside and snap one. No good. So Ryan Cunningham will have that hockey game for us. Feel free to switch back and forth from you. I'm going to send you to a quick break, bring you back. We'll talk through our Franson Bank and Trust starting lineups and get through kind of the rest of what we got for you. We should get pretty close to tip-off here. Greenwave Prowlers coming at you a few minutes from now.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
From tearing your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Wow, Ram buyers, listen up. Right now, get 22% off all remaining Ram trucks at Nelson Auto in Grand Forks. Yep, you heard right, 22% off. You pick 1500 or heavy duty and save 22% right off the top. Or get 0% for 72 months on select Wrangler, Grand Cherokee, Pacifica, or Dodge Hornet. These are huge discounts and 0% is back. It's a great time to take a test drive. Grab these huge discounts and low financing now at Nelson Auto Center, Grand Forks.
As we welcome you back to a sunny and 70-degree East Grand Forks Senior High. Folks are getting ready for hoops here. Greenwave hosting the Thief River Prowlers and making the trip from just a little bit over further into Minnesota, folks. Should be a nice night for basketball. We're happy to have you here. Basketball, of course, my preferred sport, and we're hoping to have a good game in front of us here. Greenwave Prowlers should be a nice matchup. Greenwave did get the better of them the last time these two teams met by a score of 77-69, but this is a Thief River Falls team that is starting to settle in a little bit differently, starting to maybe play their game a little bit more, playing a little bit tighter. You know, as I looked through their record a little bit earlier into this broadcast, I mean, it's kind of a lot of win-loss, win-loss, win-win, loss. They've never lost more than 2 in a row, but they've really had a tough time putting together good results. So tonight they're hoping to flip that. This is a Thief River Falls Prowler team that is averaging 71 points for and just giving up 61 a game, so they are stingy. East Grand Forks team is averaging 75 points for and giving up 62 a game. They are 6-0 overall in the section, 10-2 top line record. Thief River Falls 6-4 overall, 3-3 in the section. Both these teams win and a loss in their last game. The Greenwave won their last game by a score of 76-71 last night over Warren Alvarado Oslo. Last night, the Prowlers fell to Red Lake County. They lost by a score of 75-61. Folks, to take you through some of our Franson Bank and Trust starting lineups for this game. Real people, real results, member FDIC. Taking you first through the Prowlers of Thief River Falls, number 5, a junior, Bridger Wilcox. Number 10, one of 2 Nelsons on the floor tonight. Number 10, Wyatt Nelson, he is a junior. His brother, number 11, Everett Nelson, he is a senior. Everett Nelson is a 1,000-point scorer in Minnesota high school hoops. Transferred to Thief River from New Fulton last year, so looking for a little bit of a new opportunity, maybe some more exposure. Get in front of our eyes for the first time. Number 15, Gannon Zutz, he is a senior. And number 30, Caden Rose, he is a senior as well. Don't have height, don't have position listed on this score sheet. Nonetheless, folks, this is a Thief River Falls Prowler team that is very, very old and very, very mature. There's all upperclassmen on this team. They have no underclassmen, so kind of interesting. You don't often see that. Usually there's one standout player, especially in some small towns, that maybe is willing to get a crack at the higher level. But nonetheless, this is an all older team, a little bit more seniority. Coach Berkowitz had alluded to, maybe this is a team that kind of knows where their limitations of their game are. That being said, if they're not playing up to them, they're maybe not afraid to let the other team know kind of what they are capable of. On the East Grand Forks side of the ball, our starter is going to be no change here. Number 1, Austin Rustling. He is a 21-point-per-game scorer in the conference for the Section 8 AA Northwest Player of the Year. Would not surprise, I think, anyone that's followed prep hoops across the state of Minnesota. The kind of resume that he's put together and really the kind of season that he is having. Great opportunity to add to it tonight in what should be a nice matchup for them. Number 2, Carson McDonald. He is a junior, does a nice job taking care of the basketball. Carson able to get points quickly as he needs them. And he'll be obviously a big key for this team. As again, I think we're going to see a little bit of a different defensive assignment tonight on Rustling. So again, spotlight's going to shine a little bit brighter on Carson McDonald. And number 3, Chase Lindgren. Lindgren's a junior, an excellent game the last time that we had an opportunity to see him. So Lindgren looking to follow that up with a good performance. Number 4, Jez Jones. I believe he is a junior as well. So this core of Carson McDonald, Chase Lindgren, and Jez Jones going to be returning next year. But rounding out the starting 5 is number 11, Brody Knutson. He is a senior. Knutson, actually, he's a sophomore, or a junior, excuse me. I'm trying to read my roster, and I'm getting a little mixed up on what I have in front of me. So those are your starters for the Greenwave: Rustling, McDonald, Lindgren, Jones, and Knutson. One more time for Thief River Falls, that's Wilcox, Nelson, Zutz, and Rose. Also expected to see time for the Greenwave tonight: Riley Hams, Weston Mahar, Messi Kalenda, Braden Campos, Maverick Martin, and Rylan Gravos. Folks, as we inch a little bit closer to the national anthem here, we'll hang on to, and then we'll get ready and go for tip. East Grand Forks Senior High School, they're going to play host to Greenwave, playing host to the Thief River Falls Prowlers, what should be a nice matchup, folks. Both these teams still have a lot to play for. East Grand Forks all the way up to number 13 in the Minnesota QRF rankings. So certainly a lot to play for them. Probably the highest in many years that a team from this area has been ranked. Sacred Heart had a really, really nice run for a while there, but this East Grand Forks team, their time has come, and they feel like, proverbially, or maybe actually, their window is opening, as they're only expected really to get better over the next few years, but of course they got to take care of business in front of them tonight. Sacred Heart and East Grand Forks going to go at it on Thursday. I'll have that call for you, probably see if I can drag in Sam Jensen or some other honor talent. That should be an excellent basketball game right here at Senior High, folks. We'll give you a live vegan look-in as well. My counterpart, Ryan Cunningham's got the Central and River game, no score there. That one's scoreless through 7 minutes. 7 minutes remaining in the first period, folks. We'll send you to a quick break. We'll bring you back after the national anthem, and we're ready to go here from Senior High.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Folks, as we welcome you back to this broadcast, I have to say, for an East Grand Forks team that really does a nice job of filling out and coming out this community, tonight this feels a little bit different here, folks. I've been to plenty of games at senior high, but this one is full to the gills on the near side here as this Greenwave faithful getting ready to watch a nice basketball game. As we get going through the introductions here, the Hoopsters had their names called. Jez Jones, they're just waiting on Brody Knutson, and we should jump for this one. Excellent night of basketball here in the Grand Cities. We're happy to have it for you as part of our KNOX Live Sports expanded coverage. My name is Adrian Cummings, Luca Carpenter alongside me, going to keep us on the action. No color commentary tonight, just my beautiful vocal cords working for you. This broadcast is brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage in Grand Trailer Sales. Scoreboard updates courtesy of Ultra Health Systems. Pregame show was brought to you by True North Equipment, true to our values, driven by you. And Signature Graphics and Apparel, we craft your vision, you watch it come to life. Checking in as our Vegan Live, looking on that Red River Central game. They are now just 4.5 minutes remain in the first period. That game's still scoreless. We'll keep you updated on that one throughout the evening. We got hoops in front of us, folks. We're ready to go here, and so are the fans of senior high. East Grand Forks looking to push their record to an impressive 7-0 in the section and 11-2 overall. They're adorned in all black kits, green trim, green numbers, Wave, W-A-V-E, 4 letters across the front. Prowlers wearing white with blue trim and some cursive lettering, so really nice jersey matchup here. Should be easy for me to know who's doing what. Prowlers win that opening tip, and they possess. With the ball now, Wilcox cycling top key to Rose. Rose going to work to the right side. He's got Zoots. Zoots going to drive, tuck, maybe loses a step there, popping a long shot and dropping that one in quickly. Bridger Wilcox for 3. Nice looking shot there by Wilcox as he gets going early. East Grand Forks going to hope to find a response and set the tone. Carson McDonald's top of the key, spots up, decides to cycle. Jez Jones going to drive inside. Knutson gets to it, flicks it to Lindgren. McDonald launches a long 3, no good. Rebounded by Rustling. He goes to Brody Knutson, who's staring in front of this loud Prowlers bench as they're clapping baseline. Jez Jones going to work inside spin. Knutson all alone. Bang! He's got it! Nice answer for the Greenwave there, taking their time on that one, nearly going out of bounds. That one is saved by Rustling, and Brody Knutson ends up with 3 in the strings. Driving inside with the steal now is Rustling. He's got McDonald working up court all alone. C-Mac goes with a quick lay-in. Greenwave with 5 quick points. They jump out to a 5-3 lead in this one. Nice steal there set up by Rustling. And Jez Jones gets another opportunity with the ball here. He's unable to grab it, and I'm not sure what the call is here. I say Jez Jones somehow from behind him, behind Wilcox, forced the ball out of his hand. So Prowlers to inbound now. Greenwave with 2 early steals almost. I guess probably 1, and I don't know what that would be called, just a foul on Jez Jones. Long inbound pass comes in near side. This one is now officially a steal as Gannon Zutz unable to corral that bomb from the inbounding Bridger Wilcox as McDonald, Lingering, drives in and puts in a quick 2 off the feed from McDonald in the corner there. So the Greenwave out to a couple really tight early possessions. As we're going to get a foul on McDonald. Looked like a jump ball to me as Rustling thought the same. as did Berkowitz, but this pressure is really starting early, and this is a little bit of a different animal than we're used to seeing for the Greenwave. Typically, they don't press that hard as Rustling steals it. He flips it off him. Excellent play by him. We'll take another look at that one, courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. As we watch the inbound here, this one's going to be a little bit of a long replay for not a ton, but you look at the play Rustling makes, crashing into the corner and then flipping it off his guy. Does a nice job there. Inbound pass comes in now as Knutson shovels a corner but loses it off McDonald. So all that for nothing, folks. So East Grand Forks with 3 steals in this one early. I mean, we're talking the first minute and a half or so. Almost done a really nice job. Almost had 4, actually. Done a really nice job being aggressive in this one. As here they are again with a triple team. There should be guys open for the Prowlers. Working now baseline and trying to find a little bit something. This one goes top of the key. Ends up with Wilcox. Wilcox going to spin inside, double move. Nice job there. Really nice footwork. He's going to swing right side, popping another long 3 and getting it. Boom is Gannon Zoots. Folks, we might have a pretty good basketball game on our hands here. Zoots cashes in for 3. This unrelenting East Grand Forks pressure has done a nice job early. Brody Knutson working baseline. He goes to Jez Jones. Jones just unable to corral that one. Be a turnover on the Greenwave.
Lucas Rantanen in for the Prowlers.
Rantanen now for the Prowlers. So we get an inbound pass here. Number 23, Lucas Rantanen. Oh, geez. Prowlers working baseline, top of the key. Driving inside is Nelson. He kicks to Nelson in the corner. And they get a little bit of action early.
Basket for Wyatt Nelson.
Wyatt Nelson's got 3, assisted by Everett, his brother. Greenwave now looking to find a little something. Rustling baseline cycles inside. The steal for the Prowlers, the easy one for them. So they're going to turn up court and look to push this one. Working inside. Late flip, no good. Lindgren's going to go for the rebound. Let's see what the call is here.
Number 5, Bridger Wilcox.
I'm going to say Bridger Wilcox grabbed on a little bit and did not let Lindgren get all the way up, but a nice effort from him. I've consistently been impressed with his rebounding ability for his size. Does a really nice job. Very aggressive after the ball. And it pays spades for the Greenwave. Lindgren now left side. Corners Knutson. Knutson's going to look to cycle. He's got Lindgren up top. Jez Jones right side. Jones going to drive inside. His lay-in is good. Nice push for him there as this one's knotted up now at 9. And we got 4 scorers on the board for the Greenwave early, so a ton of guys seeing the ball. Oftentimes it's come a 3-4 person game. Long shot coming in from Gannon Zoots. This one long. Knutson grabs an easy board, and now we go. Working corner is McDonald. Top of the key. Knutson's going to fake spot up, drive inside. Sticking his arm in and grabbing. That's number 15, Gannon Zoots.
Number 15, Gannon Zutz checking in for the Prowlers.
First foul of the game.
Dylan Osowski.
Dylan Osowski now going to check in for the Prowlers. Inbound pass comes. Jez Jones underneath Rustling all alone. His lane reverse no good. Jez Jones gets a board. Not sure what the call was there. We're going to say number 11, Everett Nelson.
Fouls on number 11, Everett Nelson. Jezreel Jones shooting for the Greenwave.
Gave someone some trouble there. I think they said it came on Jez Jones. Nice effort by him. Rustling is up and under a little strong. Jones gets the first rebound. First free throw, no good. We're stuck at 9. Jones' second free throw is long, no good. Nelson grabs a rebound and flips quickly. He's just got, there's some players down here. I didn't see him. Greenwave Black bending in with the bench. Popping up in a quick 3. That's Osowski. He cashes in early. He's got 3 on the board, and the Prowlers off to a really hot start from behind the line. They got 4 3-pointers made. They're going to turn and grab a rebound and get going quickly as Rustling's going to sneak that ball away. Knutson working through a triple team. He's going to drive and flip that one. No good. His quick offense as Rustling is kind of trailing behind, waiting to try and snag that ball, unable to get it. Got a blocking foul on Lindgren now on the far side. Not sure. McDonald, excuse me. Let's see if his feet were set. See Rustling there pestering for the ball. Let's see if McDonald got his feet set. Looked like he might have been there first, folks. That replay brought to you courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Inbounding from the baseline now. Prowler's got the ball in. Working inside, is Everett Nelson. Nelson's going to up, flip that one, no good. Rustling taking that ball back, but picking his pocket quickly. It's number 23, Lucas Rantanen. Nice play by him. The lay-in goes for 2 for Nelson, so some pretty balanced scoring for the Prowlers as well. They push their lead to 5 early in this one. Nothing to be concerned about, but some really good defensive play for them. As for the Greenwave, Rustling going to spot up from the free throw line. His shot no good. Kalenda jumps for that one, able to bring it down. It's going to be Prowler's ball. Prowlers to inbound now. Looks like Rantanen, I believe. Could be Olszewski far side. It is Olszewski. His full court press is on and active, but it's not. Second unit has come in now. Ham's making an appearance. Maher making an appearance. Messi, Kalenda. Maverick Martin, I believe, is in. Oh, nice driving inside kick. Trying to go behind the back there. Unable to grab it. Move that one. Rustling staying in with what looks like the second unit for the Greenwave. He's fouled on the way through. He's going to shoot here on that foul as Rantanen, his first of the evening. Fowler's up to 14 fouls in this one. Greenwave holding steady at 2. Rustling now gets an opportunity from the line. His first is good. His first points of the evening coming by way of the charity stripe for Austin Rustling. Greenwave trail in this one by a score of 10-4. We're early in this basketball game, folks. Just 5 minutes have whittled away quickly in this one. Been really a defensive effort from both of these teams as Rustling gets another good one to go. It's been a defensive effort for both of these teams. Be curious to see how that breaks throughout this game because we know that East Grand Forks can play like this, but we don't know if Thief River can play like this all night long, but they've kind of had it where they needed it. Inside now, Caden Rose on Kalenda. Driving inside, light flip. That one goes Everett Nelson. He's up to 4. Really nice little play there from him. Nice job from Rose drawing Kalenda out of that paint, giving Nelson some room to work into. Hams now with the ball. Rustling top of the key right side. Jab step free throw line where he wants it. That one just a little strong. His second one from the same spot, just a little bit heavy on that shot tonight. Inside now is Nelson. Free throw line, he's got Rose. Rose going to drive, flip to Nelson. Rose, Kalenda jumps over. Kalenda jumps. Rose gets it. Lucky he didn't get a foul on Kalenda there. Thief River popped out to a 7-point lead in this one. Good for them. They've had a nice little start to this game. Not exactly what I was expecting, but props to them for coming out and bringing their A game to play tonight. Also on the floor for the Greenwave, number 14, Spencer Larson. He pops a long 3. Good thing I checked his name, folks. As we get a foul here. It's out of bounds, excuse me. Trying to take some stats out of down the line for Spencer Larson. His first 3 of the evening comes at a nice time for the Greenwave. Greenwave now trail. Maher, Kalenda, Rustling now far side. Rustling working corner, unable to penetrate. He's got it near the free throw line where he likes it. Shovels underneath it. Kalenda. Kalenda goes for a little contact with Rose, and he gets it. Kalenda with a nice 2 there. Rustling drawing to that free throw line, creating some space. Showing him a shot that he's pretty much taken all night as Maher puts a hand in here. Oh, just unable to corral it or the Greenwave. With the ball now, Zoots. He goes far side to Nelson, Everett Nelson. We get a timeout from Hams, folks. We're going to take it with them. This basketball game is tied early. Greenwave trail by 2. Just 6 minutes into this game. We'll be back in a few.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As we welcome you back just a tad behind the action here. Rose now working baseline. Kalenda going to get in on him. Double team comes from Rustling. Rose able to fight through it. Excellent play for him. Everett Nelson was looking at drives. Larson had some nice defense. He switches to Rustling. Popping that one is Wyatt Nelson for 2. Really impressed with how the Prowlers have been able to spread their scoring out. Nelson's up to 5 early in this one. 7 minutes have whittled by, 10.5 remain. Our Ultra Health System scoreboard. Greenwave trail by 4. Hopefully looking to put together a few nice possessions. Ham's going to cycle far side. Mahar's got it now. Goes underneath to Larson. Larson had the nice pop 3. He kicks top of the key to Hams in the corner now. Rustling. Calling for a screen on Kalenda. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. He's got to make something happen here. Near the free throw line. He gets fouled on the way down. Caden Rose upset for the call, but I think it probably was the right one. Let's take another look at that one.
Number 30, Caden Rose, Austin Rustling.
See the Rustling calling for that screen. He jumps and just gets a little contact with that arm from Rose. Taking advantage of the defense there. Rustling's first free throw, no good. His first 2 points came via the stripe. Larson and Ham's going to check out. Mahar's going to hang out in this game. On the floor, we have Kalenda, Jez Jones, Austin Rustling, Mahar, and Lindgren. Thief River Falls got a man, Gannon Zoots, on the deep end here. They're going to try and stretch the floor a little bit, see if they can't spread out this press a tiny bit. His Rustling shot does fall. Jez Jones, an excellent defensive player in his own right, does a very nice job with the basketball, very aggressive. Been known to get steals and also pick up fouls in that half court, so kind of the best of both worlds for him. Driving inside now, Zoots, he loses the ball momentarily. He kicks to the corner, Everett Nelson. Nelson going to drive baseline in a much smaller Mahar as Rustling goes up. Gets a very blatant foul on Caden Rose. Rose, nice little hesitation underneath. We see it here. We see Nelson driving inside on Maher. Thought he might take it. You just see Rustling. You see Rustling go pretty much straight up, and not much Rose is really able to do there. Rose first free throw, good. Caden Rose contributing 3 here. We'll take you through a quick scoring summary as this one's ongoing. Bridget Wilcox with 3, Wyatt Nelson 5, Everett Nelson 4, Gannon Zoots 3, Caden Rose 3, Osowski with 3. So they open the game with 4 straight three-pointers made. So really hot shooting from behind the line for the Prowlers. We'll take you through some Greenwave scorers here in a minute when we get a chance. Jez Jones top of the key, command of the offense here. He's going to work to Rustling on the far side there near the bench. This bench is going to clap all night long and wreak havoc for some of these Greenwave players. Lindgren now finds Rustling top of the key. Jez Jones going to drive inside and tuck, kick it out to Rustling, who snags that ball out of Mahar's hands. Pops in just the most casual 3 you might see in your entire life as Rustling blocks one down. The Greenwave pull within 2. With the ball now, Bridger Wilcox. He's done an excellent job against his press. Wyatt Nelson in the corner goes top to Everett. Rustling's going to play some very tight defense on him. Now working down underneath is Caden Rose. Corner all alone, Gannon Zoots. He's going to hesitate, spot up. Looks like a double dribble, no call. Long 3 comes in. That one good off the hands of Wyatt Nelson. He's up to 8 in this one. An excellent start for him, folks. Just 8.5 minutes remain in this one as Rylan Gravos is going to go baseline. His shot no good. Really nice take from Gravos there. In the corner now, Everett Nelson. Waiting for the game to come to him as he's got Rustling playing him underneath. Caden Rose underneath, all alone underneath, excuse me. As Gravos lost his man momentarily, gets it back. This game moving quickly. Greenwave going to want to probably try and slow it down just a hair here as Lindgren's going to work top. Throws to Jez Jones. Jones right side of the key. He's going to regroup, but he's going to take a little bit of pressure from Wyatt Nelson. Nelson does finally sag off. Rustling looks to break that with the screen. The pick doesn't work. Kicking corner, Gravos cycling very quickly. Lindgren all the way back to him. Nice job by the Greenwave working this one around the key. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to make something happen. Lindgren going to jump inside, float. His shot no good. This one bounced around a little bit, but Wilcox comes up with it. Wilcox pushing all alone. Number 10, Wyatt Nelson. His lay-in is good, folks. Prowlers up by 7 in this one. Nelson's got 10. He's got their last 3. Jez Jones grinding inside. Coming over to assist on the foul there, Caden Rose. Jones is going to shoot. Scorers for the Greenwave. Rustling's got 6, McDonald 2, Lindgren 2, Jez Jones 2, Brody Knutson 3, Messi Kalenda 2, Spencer Larson 3. So a lot of players with a little. Rustling leads the scorers for the Greenwave with 6. They have a total of 21 now on the board with that Jones made free throw. Thief River Falls up to a 27-21 lead in this one. 7.5 minutes remain in this first period. Been an excellent basketball game thus far. Hopefully this game tightens up and gets a little bit better for us Greenwave fans here. Second free throw's good. Thief River Falls did a nice job of breaking this press just through some pure speed. Ranson into the corner now, going to pop a long 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Zoot snaps at one behind his back and it finds the arms of Brody Knutson. Knutson going to spot up all alone. Kicks it over to Lindgren. Bang! Lindgren, nice shot from the corner. Excellent play by Brody Knutson, kicking that one when he had a wide open look himself. Working quickly now the other way is Bridger Wilcox. They're going to take no time and letting the Greenwave try and steal back a little momentum, maybe with the defensive stop. Greenwave have worked away from that press a tiny bit as Lindgren's going to drive inside and kick now. Jez Jones looking to tuck underneath. He's got to find an option here. He goes up, pops through a crowd, no good. Ever Nelson able to grab that one and move. Nelson going to kick wing to Rantanen, Olszewski rather. Rantanen now with it in the corner all the way to Wilcox. Wilcox working baseline. He's going to drive and jump. His lay-in attempt a little bit strong, tipped out of bounds. Say Brody Knutson, or Campos got the last hand on that one. Brody Knutson, excellent pass. We'll take another look at that one when you get a chance to. But kicking it over to Lindgren on the wing. All alone, he puts that one in for 3, but the Prowlers work very quickly down the court not to let that one fester and maybe steal any momentum back. Working inside now, Rose. Nice cut coming this way. Cut coming by way of Olszewski, excuse me. He's unable to do anything with it. Long spot up 3 attempt, no good. That one coming off the hands of Wilcox. Rebound by Grabos. Greenwave trail by 4, an opportunity to inch this one just a hair closer as Lindgren's going to work top of the key. It's a weak double again, and Zoot's kind of staying in the way there. And we get an offensive foul here. So Rylan Grabos away from the play. I didn't get a chance to look at it, folks. Let's take a look at that spot up 3. Oh, never mind. Didn't get it. My apologies. Rylan Grabos whistled for the foul there. We're going to see if this press can kind of come back alive from East Grand Forks. They had 3 steals in the first minute and a half, and then since then it's been mostly, I'd say, non-existent, if you will. Try and get you a checkup on that Grand Forks Central, Grand Forks Red River hockey game. We're currently on commercial, so I got nothing for you. We'll check back on that one as part of our Vegan Live look-in. Inbound pass coming now to Wilcox. Wilcox going to work inside, float off the front of the iron, no good. Brody Knutson gets a big elbow. Not sure off the hands of who, but he's able to corral that one. Hopefully didn't catch him up high. Jez Jones working left side. Lindgren now top of the key, right side. Left, excuse me. Lindgren near the free throw line. Knutson with the ball now. Campos in the corner, good spot up, 3-point shooter. He gets the guy to kind of fade off of him. There is Jez Jones going to pop up a long shot of his own, no good. Rylan Grabos nearly with the rebound there. He kicks it to Jones. Just unable to corral it as Jones, so that one comes up empty-handed for the Greenwave. Near opportunity to rebound, no good. Left side down, Wilcox. Driving inside, Wyatt Nelson, kicking to the corner. That's Olszewski. His spot up 3, no good off the front of the iron. Grabos grabs a big rebound, but unable to corral it as Jones. It's a little missed chemistry there. Getting his own rebound now is Wilcox twice in a row. Grabos and Jones got to start talking underneath here. Grabos just looking to kick that one out, comes across and swipes Wilcox just incidentally, but Grabos and Jones got to just communicate under that rack. I mean, both of them had a few opportunities at grabbing that ball, but just unable to come down with it. First free throw attempt, no good from Wilcox.
Back into the Greenwave, number 1, Austin Rustling.
Checking back in for the Greenwave now is Rustling. Rustling, Knutson, Campos, Lindgren, Jez Jones on the floor. Second free throw attempt coming now. That one is good. Wilcox pushes his total to 6. pushes the Prowler total to 30. They lead by a cool 5 points, just under 5. Rustling going to work free throw line spot up his shot. Front of the iron, no good. Just has not been really accurate. That's kind of his domain, is right into that free throw line. Osowski with a nice play inside. He's going to put a lay-in attempt in, going to go strong. Nelson's going to rebound, shovel out to Nelson. That one no good. Lingering going to get it and push. He's got Campos in the far side wing, not afraid to go there. Knutsen's actually going to take that ball. Oh, his lay-in attempt just a little strong. Thought he was going to go far side to Campos, Slinger, but he made a nice play. With numbers there, the Greenwave trying to get that transition going, see if they can't take some of these big rebounds, as they've kind of struggled to grab the ball off the rack recently. Underneath now, Caden Rose gets a really nice feed off the hands of Bridger Wilcox. Now we're seeing a little bit of this Wilcox kind of distribution power coming to life. Rustling going to work corner to Knutsen. Knutsen going to drive inside and shovel baseline to Campos. Excellent ball move by the Greenwave. Lingering shot off the front of the iron. No good. Jez Jones working in there for the rebound, but unable to grab it. Greenwave trail by 7 now. In the corner with it was Wyatt Nelson. He's going to work inside near the elbow. Osowski's going to kick it down low. Caden Rose going to take a long shot. Everett Nelson, man, looked like he stepped out of bounds. He's in there. Top of the key now, Nelson. He's going to drive inside, tuck. Kick back. Wilcox from just off center right. Left, rather. Oh, wow, and they're going to get a foul on Rustling. Got to say, folks, this Thief River Falls is doing to East Grand Forks what East Grand Forks does to other teams, which is very, very long possessions. Getting a lot of offensive boards. Man, they're giving themselves a lot of opportunities underneath here. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it with them. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. Back in a minute.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
As we welcome you back to an inbound in progress here. Prowlers, it's Wilcox baseline. It's going to work inside, and that one's going to go straight to the hands of Spencer Larson. Nice grab by him. Jez Jones, they got to make the most of this possession, and they throw it away. It's part of our vegan live look-in, folks. We'll take a look at some games happening across town. Happened to catch Ryan Cunningham's video replay, and that one is turning out to be a nice one there in the hockey matchup for the Knights and the Riders. Riders find the scoreboard early with a minute and a half left in the first period. They put one past the Central goaltender. Nice job there, but Central finds a very late response as they're able to answer that call with just 10 seconds left in the first period. So they're all knotted up at 1. This live look-in brought to you courtesy of Vegan Construction. Greenwave now back with the ball. Spencer Larson going to work inside, has a little room, decides not to take it. Lindgren going to work, he's going to fault one, and good. Lindgren snaps that one in. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Lindgren's up to 7, had a really nice night going so far. We'll take you through some scoring summaries as we work into this one, folks. Underneath now is Everett Nelson. Nelson just getting it where he wants it. He puts in another 2 of his own. Lead stays at 7 for the Prowlers. Corner now Rustling. His first attempt no good off the front of the iron. Nice to see East Grand Forks taking a 3. Not loving necessarily that coming in transition, but that's all right. Left side Wilcox. Jez Jones driving him into that far side near Josh Perkowitz. Wilcox going to just take it himself. Floater off the front of the rim, no good. Rustling snags that ball. He's got a Hawking Rantanen near him, though, so look out for it as blocking foul is going to be called. Rustling. So I really respect about his game, folks, as you see there. Rustling's all alone. You know, he drives in for contact, and what's the first thing he does? He sees Spencer Larson on the wing, kicks to Spencer Larson. And I'd say probably by most standards, this has not been as a productive game for Rustling, but what's the first thing that he's looking to do when he's got the ball in his hands is distribute. It's why this East Grand Forks team has had as nice of a season as they have, is that their star player is not too worried about having the balls in his hands because he knows he's going to get his. Not afraid to hook up Spencer Larson, who, by the way, had a nice wing 3 earlier in this game that really brought some energy back into this packed senior high school gym. Adrian Cummings for KNOX TV here. Ryan Cunningham also on KNOX TV and on the airwaves, 1310 AM, 107.9 FM tonight. Luca Carpenter assisting me with the camera duties tonight. I absolutely could not do it no matter how hard I tried, so thankful to have Luca along with me this evening. Far side now, Olszewski, Rantanen rather. Baseline is Zoots. Top of the key is Nelson. Nelson nearly loses it. Popping a 3 is Olszewski off the back iron. No good. Nice rebound by Rustling there. Starting to take over this game. 2 minutes remain. He's got Lindgren all the way in the corner. Lindgren's got Larson. Rustling top of the key all alone. Again, looking to get Spencer Larson involved in this game. Foul on Everett and Nelson, so Rustin's going to get a chance to shoot here. Did not see it myself. Not to say it didn't happen, of course, but these old eyes from up here just unable to keep a ball on it. Rustin going to get an opportunity to shoot again as I look down at his tally. 8. He's got, I believe, 5 from the free throw line, or 4. He makes the front half for the 1-1, so he'll get another opportunity to shoot here. Try and push his total, hopefully, to 10. He does not do just that. Rustling stays at 9 here. Prowlers get a rebound. Greenwave trail by 4 under 2 minutes in this one, so really been a tight hoops game, folks, for the Greenwave. That pass underneath, nearly out of bounds. Nice effort there by Zeus to keep that one in bounds. I've seen him do that a couple times tonight. Olszewski now going to go inside to Caden Rose. I'm going to say Lindgren fouled him there. I think so. Shooting in the front half, Caden Rose now. He's got 6 thus far in the game. Nice performance for him. First one good. Rose getting through that free throw about 2 seconds faster than he did the last time. Only reason I know. It's Grand Forks Greenwave bench counting for us, thankfully. This one going to be 1 second slower and still good. Rose up to 8. Got 4 from the stripe. Carson McDonald checking back in. Haven't seen him for a while. Linger now baseline to Rustling. Greenwave trail by 6 in this one, just under a minute and a half. Long spot up 3 comes in from Maher, no good. Rustling battling for that rebound, puts it in off the backboard. Nice job by him. He pushes his total to 11 in his first half here, and he's going to want some more. Maher going to drive inside. That one going to go, I say, off the foot of Maher. East Grand Forks maybe thought they should get that rebound. He was defending Bridger Wilcox there. Greenwave trailing by 4. That's about as close as they've been able to get it in this second half. First half, rather, late in the first half. The full park press coming a little bit alive, though, in these final minutes. Everett Nelson now inside. He's going to work on Spencer Larson. Larson, excellent defense. Gets 2 hands up, plays him straight up. Nice job. Oh, unable to corral that rebound. Everett Nelson, I'm going to get it and drive in. Thinks twice with Rustling standing there waiting for him. Lindgren unable to snag that rebound. Greenwave just doing a terrible job of rebounding as Carson McDonald. It's whistled for a foul. Oh, I don't know.
Foul number 2, Carson McDonald.
I think McDonald had him clean, but they're not going to say so. So he smacked him on the hand there. 1-1 now coming for Olszewski. First shot. Good. Prowlers push their lead to 5 in this one, folks. It's been an excellent basketball game. We'll talk you through it as we get into our halftime intermission report. The second free throw is no good. Rustling nearly loses that one, but he does flip to Larson, who's able to push it up the floor. Lindgren spot up long 3 from behind the arc, no good. Grabbing that ball, though, is Riley Hams. Hams going to look inside, getting jostled around by Everett Nelson all the way in the corner as Maher underneath the Rustling. Excellent ball movement from the Greenwave there. Rustling just unable to corral it. So it was poked out by a Prowler defender. Osowski coming back now this way to communicate a little bit with Wyatt Nelson on maybe how to handle this rustling in the post action. Ham's having a word with Danny Weigel. Weigel not hearing it. Up and underneath, Chase Lindgren. His shot no good. Oh, wow. Everett Nelson's going to get a foul on Lindgren, so Lindgren's failed inbound attempt there. He's going to get a chance to redeem himself from the line. Just 21.5 seconds remain on the scoreboard. Our on-site statistician a little click fast with the clock there. Lindgren's first free throw attempt is good. His total is now up to 8 in this first half. Lindgren's second attempt is good. Nice shooting by him. Really nice bit of shooting in a tight game. Greenwave had a chance to close this gap as Hams nearly gets a steal there, but coming up the court is Osowski. This one's going to be off the hand of Chase Lindgren, so going to get another opportunity to inbound here. Greenwave have some energy finally. Feel like they maybe have a decent shot at kind of sewing this one up, and I think if they can keep Thief River off the falls, Thief River off the scoreboard here, they'll feel really, really positive about kind of their closing couple minutes of this half. Everett Nelson inside, going to kick to the corner all alone. Osowski doesn't act with it fast enough. Up and underneath is Wilcox. Low fader. Rose not able to get it. Rose going to go back inside. Wilcox going to be a buzzer beater. Oh, he gets it. So Wilcox puts up a big three to end the half. And the Thief River Falls Prowlers push their lead to 6 in this one. Greenwave, nice defense here. Just forgot the last second and a half. We'll take another look at that one, courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. You see Rose going up with it. You thought he might have had it. He's able to snag that board and just shovels it out to Wilcox. This one, boom, gets it right at the end there. Dang, nice bit of shooting from him. Nice rebound by Rose there. So the Prowlers lead this one by a score of 6, folks. We'll send it to our halftime show when we bring you back. Take you through a scoring summary, talk about what we're seeing and how the Greenwave can get back into this one. They got a hole to dig themselves out of. They trail by 6 after the first period of play.
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World. Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
As we welcome you into this halftime show, ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Cummings and Luke Carpenter here for KNOX TV. Excellent night of basketball for us in front of us. We got a great game. Thief River Prowlers, I won't say playing the game of their season, but doing an excellent job against the Greenwave. They lead this one by a score of 40-34. In a result that I would say we all knew was possible, but no less surprising, as the Greenwave have just struggled to play their kind of regular tempo type game, not getting all the shots that they want, certainly not getting the rebounds they probably want. This halftime intermission show brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine and also High Plains Water. Folks, take you through a scoring summary this first segment of the halftime show, and we'll welcome you back, and I'll talk you through what I think needs to happen in the second half for the Greenwave to come back in this one. Looking first on the Thief River Falls side of the tally, Bridger Wilcox, he's got 9 in that first half, and this big one to kind of put the exclamation point on as you see time marching down there. Wilcox might clock just a hair fast, but Wilcox going to take the shovel from Rose and just spot up a bang 3 to finish the first half. He's got 9 again, his last 3 coming on that big shot. White Nelson, he leads all scorers. He's got 10. His brother Everett Nelson's got 6. Gannon Zutz has got 3. Caden Rose has got 8. Other scorers as well. Osowski, number 25. Dylan Osowski, he's got 4. So the starters go for 36, and Osowski comes off the bench and chips in his 4. Nice wing 3 that he had, and then just 1 free throw there. So nice balanced scoring for the Prowlers. Done a nice job of spreading the rock out. Kind of interesting to see how they've sort of played that through this one. On the other side of the tally, we have East Grand Forks. Austin Rustling does lead all scorers. He's got 11, and this one got going late. Did not really play his best basketball in the first half of this one. Carson McDonald just got 2. Also surprising. We're used to kind of seeing him sort of get points at will, but he's having a little bit of a tougher evening. McDonald with 2. Chase Lindgren's got 9. Jez Jones got 4. Brody Knutson got 3. Messi Kalenda got 2. And Spencer Larson has 3 for a first half total of 34. So again, Rustling leads all scorers with 11. Right on his heels is Wyatt Nelson and Bridger Wilcox as well, but Chase Lindgren knotted up at 9. So some balanced scoring for the Greenwave in this one so far. Folks, we're going to send you to another break. When we bring you back, we'll talk through what we need to happen for the Greenwave to walk away victorious in this one. They got a spoiler alert for you. Offensive rebounding is probably going to be number 1 on my list. Folks, back in a minute. We're listening to KNOX TV.
Local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
As we welcome you back into this intermission report, Adrian Cummings here for KNOX TV. Folks, got an excellent basketball game in front of us. Happy to have it for you as part of our KNOX Live Sports expanded coverage this year. Doing as much as we can to continue adding teams to our repertoire. We'll pick up another new one, Sacred Heart. We've covered their games before, of course. We don't get a ton of opportunity to go and stream their games, but we do get them on radio from time to time. We have an excellent basketball game on Thursday. But, folks, you got to worry about this one in front of us. The Greenwave not playing good ball right now. Thankfully, the score is close for them, but, man, they are just getting killed on the offensive boards. A lot of boards they typically grab. Austin Russing, of course, as we all know, a tremendous rebounder in his own right, but dang, got to give it to Thief River. They've done a really nice job cleaning the offensive glass and not giving the Greenwave a lot of opportunities. As for the Greenwave, a couple things. I think they got to get back to communicating. They got to go back to that smart press because that was really working early in this game. And when you get an opportunity anywhere within the lane, spread out and let a guy drive. Let a guy finish inside. I mean, you don't necessarily need to get it all inside, so just don't be afraid, I guess, to spread it out and clear the lane out and let a guy go. As we had a false start here, folks, this halftime intermission report brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. 1812 Gateway Drive, the Men of Steel, and High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water as we get ready to get back into this one. Greenwave got a little bit of work to do digging out as Coach Perkowitz and Maha are going to talk with Danny Weigel. So we are going to get ready to go here. A bit of a false start on the officiating crew there. Inbound's going to go to Jez Jones. He's going to work top. Cycling left, he's got Rustling. Rustling kicking corner three, lingering all alone. His shot is no good. Grabbing that rebound is Nelson. Nice look for him. He's unable to convert there. Richard Wilcox had the exclamation point on the first half for the Prowlers. He's going to look to do what he can. He's going to wait for Nelson to come engage with him, not looking to push. Nelson going to drive inside and float to his brother. Nice hand on it there by Lindgren, but unable to grab it. Wyatt Nelson now with the ball baseline. Working post is Caden Rose. Corner, he's got Wyatt Nelson. Bang! That one is good. Nice ball movement there by the Prowlers as they spread the floor. They're able to add to the tallies. We got a foul on the near end here. I did not get a chance to look at it as I was taking some stats there, but Bridger Wilcox are going to say gave Austin Russell a nice shove. He's going to get an opportunity to shoot here. Greenwave trail by now 9 in this one. Nice three-point shooting by the Prowlers. Not what I was expecting out of them this evening, but they've shot very, very well from beyond the arc. I would assume probably well over 40%, potentially even pushing 50%. They had a really, really nice show of that downtown shooting, and it's really, really caused trouble for the Greenwave. Is kind of a lot of their identity is, I would say a lot of their identity is kind of getting that ball away from the transition game where teams don't have options, but they've done a nice job, the Prowlers, in changing that. Wilcox with the ball now on Jez Jones. Jones giving him some very tight defense here. Wilcox going to work all the way inside, nearly drives Gannon Zutz from deep in front of his own bench. Man, he is hot right now. Zutz is making it rain in this one as they trail Greenwave now by 11 in this one. 1, 2, 3. Try to get my tally here. Got back-to-back made threes all the way, from down the floor. So Greenwave got to find an answer. Here's Jez Jones' lane attempt. No good. Everett Nelson with the ball now. Nelson going to work right side to Zutz. That one he shot nearly from the lap of his coach. As Nelson's going to come and screen Jez Jones. Driving inside, Wilcox going to tuck up underneath. That lane attempt, no good. Could have had it if he took it to his rack with his right hand, but tried to get a switch to the left and then back to the right as Rustling's going to work inside drive. His attempt, no good. Starting to see the frustration building us in his eyes as that lane attempt, no good there from Wyatt Nelson. He pushes up floor, but just unable to crowd. Man, this basketball game is moving fast, folks. We got to settle in a little bit here. Brody Knutson now baseline looking for an option. Bounce pass to Jez Jones, a little frustrated, no cut game. Linger now going to work all the way in the corner to Hams. Brody Knutson, top of the key. His shot no good. Rustling reaches in for that rebound, unable to grab it. Greenwave still looking for some offensive board answers on the rebound as Linger gets a nice swat of Wilcox driving in there. And we're going to get a... Guess I didn't see it. Doesn't look like a foul is called. They're going to maybe say jump ball. I guess not. Didn't think maybe I saw that, but I didn't have too good of a look at it from my vantage point here. So the Prowlers propelled by some really nice three-point shooting even early in this second half and closing out that first half to jump out to a nice lead on the Greenwave. Inbound pass comes into Nelson. Nelson's going to tuck, actually kick now to Rantanen. Rantanen in front of the iron, no good. Knutson grabs the ball. As the Greenwave are going to get moving here, Chase Linger, this shot is going to be no good. Jez Jones grabs it, put it up to the rack. Brody Knutson finally flips a strong-handed little floater, no good. Greenwave just not getting the shots they're used to having as Rustling is, oh man! Oh. Foul is going to come on Rustling. Can't say I agree with it myself. I thought he had a clean steal of the ball. It's not necessarily his fault. The other guy wasn't ready for it. So we see here, looks like he just pokes that ball right out of Nelson's hands. You can see the frustration mounting in his eyes, and we have a feeling that this could be a Rustling takeover game very quickly here. Driving inside is Wilcox. They're going to say Lindgren fouled him.
Number 3, Chase Lindgren.
Foul is his second. Rustling's got 3. McDonald's got 3. Lindgren's got 2 for a total of 2 in this half. No notables in foul trouble. I suppose Eber Nelson's got 3, and that's about it for the Prowlers. Driving inside, Wilcox floater hand good too. Pushes his total to 11. Greenwave trail now by 13 in this one. So all of a sudden the Greenwave find themselves down very quickly in this game. They got to start making some shots or something. I mean, you can't just hang on for the spot up 3. Don't be afraid to drive to the rack as Brody Knutson launches a really soft pass to Jez Jones, who is not there. Jones all alone underneath. His lane attempt, no good. Oh, man. Don't see him miss many like that as Rustling's playing some nice tight defense here. His press has got to find its home again. Kicking all the way to the corner. Gannon Zoots for the Prowlers. Bang! Where's the timeout? And there it comes. Prowlers push this lead to 16. Man, they're shooting the lights out of the gym right now, folks. Sending you to a break. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to KNOX TV.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
As we welcome you back to the action here. Clock should read 14:20, so we'll have to do a little catch-up, but the Prowlers just absolutely shooting the lights out of the gym in this second half. They've taken a stranglehold on this game. They got a 16-point lead on the Greenwave. Good news for the Greenwave, they got over 14 minutes to figure it out, and this is a team that has all season long battled back when adversity came knocking, and they've answered the door, but they got to ring the bell now, folks. Greenwave getting ready to go here. Carson McDonald, top of the key, his 3 attempt, no good. Fighting for that rebound and getting in there is Rustling. He's got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls already. Cannot afford a dumb foul, especially early in this second half. Corner all alone, Zoots. Rustling forgot to double up on his shot, no good. Heat check. But underneath, adding a quick 2 is Wyatt Nelson for 12. Leads now up to 18. Lindgren all alone. They're going to let him take that one, and it pays off as that one is no good. Should be Greenwave ball, and it is. So the Prowlers have completely abandoned protecting that three-point line and pretty much daring East Grand Forks to shoot, knowing that the Greenwave have really just been terrible on the offensive board, have not done their job of getting the ball when they need it. So the game plan has changed. Brody Knutson to inbound now. Maher's going to get it. Messi Kalenda inside on Everett Nelson. Corner Lindgren. Top now, Knutson. Back to Lindgren, left side in front of the bench. Lindgren's going to drive, shuffle behind his back, nearly loses the ball. Knutson's going to work inside, float, jump cut. Kalenda up and underneath. His two attempt, no good, but he nearly gets his own board. He does not. The Prowlers hold the Greenwave empty on another possession. Kalenda's got to guard the wing there. That one off the front of the iron. Osowski, no good. Folks, this game has really gotten away from the Green Wave, but we know this is a team that can make something happen as Lindgren's going to work inside. His floater, no good. Oh, my gosh. Just a shot a guy is used to having here as we're going to get a timeout from Ham. Surprising there. We'll take it. Back in a second.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
As we welcome you back to the action, folks, we'll get you a score update, our Vegan Live look-in. Riders jumped out to a 3-1 lead over the Knights. 2.5 minutes remain in the second period. Ryan Cunningham with the call over the airwaves and also on KNOX TV. Get ready for an inbound pass here from the Prowlers, as this one is going to find the hands of Wilcox. Maher playing some defense on him. And plowing through Carson McDonald. McDonald's going to draw a blocking foul. Man, that's the second one of the evening for him. He just gets up and smiles. He doesn't know what he can do. Ball comes in now. Wilcox going to drive inside, tuck, float to the rim, untouched. Wilcox adds his 2. It's up to 13 on the evening. We got quite a few scores in double digits, are very close for the Prowlers. They're now up to 55 as McDonald's going to spot up a 2. Finally finds one for the Green Wave. McDonald puts one in, and the Green Wave cut the lead to just a negligible 18, but better than that, there's a little bit of energy back in this building. Working far side now, Osowski's taking over some of the primary ball handling for this team. Wilcox going to work baseline. Kick corner now. Nelson. Wyatt Nelson, that is. He slips but regains his footing. Nelson kicking corner all alone. Knutson nearly jumps for that one, but nice defense for there. Rose is all alone. Kalenda grabbing that ball. It's his to take. Green Wave here. Chase Lindgren now. Oh, all alone is Maher on the far side. Excellent find by Lindgren. Oh, man, that was a nice move by him. A nice pass in the corner there. Working now left side, Wyatt Nelson. Green Wave come up empty, but not for lack of trying. Nelson's going to spot up. That rebound goes to Chase Lindgren here, and the Green Wave have an opportunity to start whittling away this lead. Good news is they have 12 minutes to get 18 points. They don't need them all in one possession, as Kalenda's going to snag that ball. Nice move by the big man there. He's going to cycle, but grabbing that ball is Wilcox. The Green Wave just need to get these points slowly. They don't need to get it all in one possession here, but man, they got to start turning some of these offensive possessions into scores. 2s and 3s. 2s are fine right now. You just need to start chipping away. Wyatt Nelson going to work, kicking it to the corners. Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox, his 3 is good. Absolutely excellent shooting from him. We'll tally him down for his 16th point of the evening. Timeout comes. We'll take it back in a minute, folks.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to GrandForksWelding.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
As we welcome you back to this game, folks, Greenwave with the ball now. Rustling is checked back into this game. Campos as well. He's going to work inside. Flow to 2, gets it. Nice little floater by Campos there. Time to see this full court press come back. As Jez Jones nearly gets it from Wilcox. Wilcox got to work very, very hard to get it past the half court, and he does. Coach Hams wanted his team to take their time as Colette is going to get called for a very weak foul up top. Coach Hams had said before this game that he wanted his team to take their time in the half court when they get there. This Greenwave team is notorious, of course, for their full court press, and a lot of times the teams get there, they don't really know what to do, and they've done a really good job of sort of just taking their time, chipping away at some offensive possessions as Rustling's going to poke a steal here. He's going to work up the court, cut through double coverage. He floats, gets inside, drops 2. He's up to 14, and the Greenwave have got some signs of life in this one, folks. They trail by 17. Jez Jones' defense is drawing some groans from the Thief River Falls parent section, but what can you do? That one tipped off by Lindgren. Tipped out of bounds, so Zootz will have to inbound it now near side. Greenwave have 10 minutes to make up 17 points. They certainly can do it, but they gotta keep the Prowlers off the boards here, folks, and they have to give them some empty possessions here. Caden Rose, top of the key. They're relying on him to distribute. He finds Wilcox. Wilcox going to work baseline up and under. That lane attempt no good. Rustling gets it. Where is the foul there? Grand Forks had a breaking Lindgren, and we're going to get a foul called.
Number 11, Everett Nelson.
Everett Nelson picks up, I believe, his 4th, so he's close here. Checking into the game now. Osowski, Dylan, I believe. You just as soon let the game play on versus put the foul on the board, but just my opinion. Left side corner now is Larson. Top of the key, Jez Jones. Some very noticeable defense coming in from Wyatt Nelson. Chase Lindgren now going to get a triple team. Someone's got to be open. Spencer Larson getting the ball. He gets double teamed in the post and he loses that ball. Caden Rose able to move with it quickly, working all the way now all alone in the corner. Wyatt Nelson passes up on the shot as they're opting just to take some time off the clock. Zootz in the corner. His attempt no good. All alone, Rustling. Never mind, there's a defender up there. Blended in with the court. Far side Campos, spot up 3. His attempt nearly good. Rustling gets it. He's got to work inside. He pushes off for a little contact, puts it up for 2. Lead is cut to 15. Jez Jones still defending on the far side now. Working in is Wyatt Nelson. He's going to throw this ball away, and the Greenwave steal possession. Here we go. This is what they're going to need pretty much here out the stretches. They're going to have to take whatever they can. They're going to have to make the most of their opportunities. Even if it's 2, you got to get some points on the rack. And if you miss, be ready to get that damn offensive rebound. Corner now, Spencer Larson. Jez Jones gets it top of the key. Campos inside to Rustling playing post. Rustling going to jump inside, up and under. Oh! Looking for an and one there, doesn't get it. Caden Rose picking up his 3rd foul on the evening. That is the 3rd team foul for the Prowlers in the second half. Rustling will get ready to shoot here. First free throw attempt is good. Rustling up to 17, but he's going to need a lot more than that for the Greenwave to have a chance in this one. They trail by 14. 8.5 minutes are left. Scoreboard updates brought to you courtesy of Ultra Health Systems. New hospital opened on Sunday. Thankfully, I haven't been yet, folks, but I encourage you to check it out if you can. Jez Jones now defending Wilcox, playing very stingy top of the key. Gannon Zoots looking left side. He's just going to grab and go. Drive inside his lane attempt. No good. Rustling gets the ball. Some good help for defense. Rustling all alone. Corner. Campos kicks back to Rustling. Rustling spot for three. It's good! Bang! Rustling. Excellent play there. As the Greenwave are within 10. Austin Rustling doing it all himself. As we're going to get a timeout from Thief River Falls here, folks. We are going to take it with them. Austin Rustling. Actually, we're going to keep this one here. We'll take another look at that one. Replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Rustling grabs the board here, flips quickly. Has got Campos. Campos feeds the hot hand, and Rustling, boom, gets it. The East Grand Forks bench celebrating there as they've drawn this game within 10, pretty much in a blink of an eye. One time they trailed in this game by 20 points, and they've cut that just squarely in half. I mean, they got as good a chance as anybody, folks, and this is the kind of moment that codifies your team. This is when you find out what you're made of here. I mean, yes, this is a Thief River Falls team that on paper might not look like the strongest opponent, but you got a real opportunity to prove to yourself that you can hang with anyone. It doesn't just mean the good teams, right? East Grand Forks got all the momentum in the building here, folks, and we have some YBA players. YBA players and parents sticking around has turned into a really nice environment here at senior high. This one's getting tight down the stretch, folks. We're happy to have it for you. Austin Rustling leads all scorers with 21. His next closest is not on the floor, I believe, is Bridger Wilcox. He is actually, excuse me. Wilcox has got 16. Prowler's a chance to inbound now, just over 8 minutes. Jez Jones nearly picking the pocket there. They get called for a foul. Jones, that's just his first foul, so kind of the usual suspect when it comes to foul trouble for him. We're not too worried about that, as you know he's got a couple to give, and he's going to be the primary engine for their full court press. Chase Linger going to poke this one out of bounds. Prowler's to inbound now for the third time. Gannon Zoots finds Bridger Wilcox. Zoots going to work right side. Jez Jones playing very tight defense here. Wilcox all alone has got a distributed corner. Caden Rose. Rose guarded by Rustling with that huge wingspan up and underneath. That no attempt comes from Nelson there. Driving inside is Wilcox, flipping to the corner. Going up for a floater. Long two is number 12. Not a number I've seen in this game. That is Landon Weichert getting his own in this one. Good for him. Driving baseline, Jez Jones. Corner, Lindgren. Bang! He's got it! Oh, Lindgren. This game is now 9 points. Lindgren adds his 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th points of the half as Wilcox floater is going to be no good. Rustling snags here. The Greenwave able to make it just a couple possession game if they play some smart basketball. Rustling going to drive inside to the rack. Puts it up for two, and we got a 7-point game, folks. You want to talk about a team that's battled. You're seeing it right in front of your eyes here. The Greenwave absolutely battling in this game. Another stop here, and a ball might just blow the lid off this senior high school. Inside and underneath. It's Weicker, but they're going to say he traveled here, so the Greenwave get a stop. They got a chance to roll down the floor and make this a very, very interesting basketball game here. Checking into the game is Maher. He's coming in for Jez Jones. Lindgren's got the ball now right side. He's going to give it to Maher and try and spread the floor out a little bit. Maher, a very capable ball handler in his own right. Lindgren passes up the shot. Thought he's going to take a floater three. No good. Spencer Larson gets inside the rack. It's good! Hangs on for just an extra second there. Excellent for Larson, his 5th point of the evening. This game is within 5 as Wilcox is going to drive. They're going to say Lindgren fouled him on the way through. I think so. His 3rd foul of the evening. And that one will be an and one opportunity. Thought he got to him before it went up. 3-point play here. Here we go, folks. Just when it thought like East Grand Forks is going to pull this one squarely back to their chest, this game does loosen up just a tiny bit, and the Prowler is able to find a possession and get going. All credit to them. Zoots now driving. And the ball with corner now is Wilcox. Wilcox going to spot up a three. This attempt no good. Spencer Larson grabs the ball, shovels it off to Rustling. 7-point ball game here. Rustling going to work inside, go corner. Maher all alone, lingering top. Off the front of the iron, no good, but Spencer Larson's got the ball. He's got a nice opportunity here. Carson McDonald is spot up three. Oh, that one no good. Are you kidding me? This one's going to go off an East Grand Forks defender there. Don't think I saw it myself, but I was not baseline. East Grand Forks got all the momentum here in this 7 points. Feels like it could be about 1. The Greenwave have played an excellent closing parts of this second half. Prowlers led by as many as 21 times. The 7-point game was as few as 5. Prowlers in absolutely no rush to put the ball in as they're going to try and just peel away as much time as possible. But 7 points, I mean, that's just a couple possessions. Baseline, Wilcox poking it out as Maher. Nice hand there. They're getting a chance to set it up with 15 on the shot clock. Here we go. Wilcox inbounds to Nelson. Nelson got 4 fouls, so he's got to be very careful. Nice hand there from Maher again to Spencer Larson, unable to grab it. So we're going to foul here, a hold of some kind.
Fouls on number 11, Everett.
And very disgruntled Prowlers parents here, a few standing. 7-point game, just over 5 minutes remain. Rustling now going to inbound to McDonald. We're going to talk for a minute about how they want to handle this one. McDonald's going to snag this inbound from Rustling and work into the corner. Spencer Larson has really kind of earned some of his stripes now. He's played a very good ball game and has been very helpful for the Greenwave when they need it. McDonald, they're going to cycle this one all the way around, looking for that open 3 look. I'd be fine with 2. Like Rustling's going to drive inside here. He's not able to put it in, but he is fouled on the way up.
So number 12, Landon Weichert, Austin Rustling shooting for the Greenwave.
Rustling now to shoot 2. First one is good. Rustling's up to now 24 in the evening. Makes both. We got a 5-point basketball game with 5 minutes left, folks. This game is tightened up significantly. Prowlers now with the ball, playing a little bit faster, but they've played kind of slow throughout the evening. Cutting inside as Rowe is hesitating and putting up just an off shot. Gosh, he should have just taken it when he could have, but he's trying to draw a foul. Carson McDonald now working on the wing. Austin Rustling corner, Chase Lindgren spot up deep 3. This one's good. 2-point game, folks. Here we go. Oh my. Lindgren's got 15. It's a 2-point basketball game in East Grand Forks' Hams. Timeout comes in, exactly what we thought, folks. Let's take another look at that one. This replay brought to you by American Family Insurance. You see McDonald here. Watch him cycle this ball. Rustling's going to kick corner now. Lindgren, all alone. Dang, folks. We got an excellent basketball game here. Happy to have it. It's part of our KNOX TV expanded coverage. My name is Adrian Cummings. Luke Carpenter working the camera for me. We'll do a vegan live look-in at Ryan Cunningham, who's got our other game across town, Central and Red River Hockey. Last time we checked in on that, there's a few minutes remaining in the second period. And the Riders had a 2-1 lead over the night, so we'll see if they've battled back into this one, much like the Greenwave have. Trailed by as many as 20 at one point in this game, and now it's just a 2-point basketball game. With plenty of time left, 4 minutes. At this point, it's anyone's game, folks. Here we go. Just over 4 minutes remain in this one. Clock got away from us a little bit there. We'll catch up here shortly. Bridger Wilcox inbounds to Zoots, and it's a turnover. Thief River does the one thing they absolutely cannot after using a timeout is turn that ball over, and they do. Update on the hockey game. The Riders now lead the Knights by a score of 3-2, so the Knights able to tag one on, but we had a very good third period coming that way. Live over the airwaves and KNOX TV. Carson McDonald, long three, comes in, no good. Rustling, individual effort to kick that one back in. Lindgren's going to float, no good. And they're going to jump for that rebound. Knudsen gets a foul. First time we've really seen him active this half. Just a tough call. Just kind of turns out that sometimes when he gets to be in the area, kind of just, a little bit of big man syndrome, and maybe just biggest man is the best way to put it. I don't think Knudsen would be classified as a big by any stretch. In the bonus now are the Prowlers. East Grand Forks 7 total team fouls. Prowlers with 5, so East Grand Forks can get there very quickly. Nelson pops that one through. Wilcox, He's up to 17 now. He's, I believe, second in all scores, but Lindgren right on his trails with 15. Must have missed some points as they have him for 20 on the Jumbotron here, so I'll trust him. Greenwave 4-point basketball game. Jez Jones working right. Lindgren in the hot hand. He's going to cycle corner McDonald. Rustling's going to work inside, untouched, and one! Rustling, unbelievable effort that he has put forward, folks, in the last couple of minutes. See if we can get another look at that one. Nothing fancy, just cutting inside and draws a foul on Wilcox. See a celebration. That will probably be our Balloons by Misty celebration of the game. Rustling pops his free throw. It's a 1-point game. Greenwave from the absolute depths of trailing in this one by 20 points in the second half. They brought it all back, just a 1-point game. Long shot attempt comes in, no good from Wyatt Nelson. Greenwave get the board. Finally figured out this offensive rebounding thing. As Lindgren's now going to work off Zoots, drive inside. Carson McDonald, his shot attempt is long. Jez Jones going to snag it, work upside, and put it in! Greenwave got the lead, folks. It's been about an hour since I've been able to say that, but they lead this game by just 1 point. Jez Jones on Wilcox probably got away with one there. Wilcox doing what he can to turn the tide back his way. They're battling over this 1-point lead. Chase Lindgren loses the ball, but it ends up in Jez Jones' hands. Working post, Rustling, kicking Lindgren. Passing up left corner, Brody Knudsen not afraid to shoot the three. An excellent three-point shooter driving inside. His attempt a little heavy. Jez Jones gets it. Jones takes one dribble. Kicks it top to Lindgren, who just snags it barely. They'll get a chance to set up here, taking their time. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 2.5 in the game. Lindgren inside, McDonald. Floater, his no good. Rustling grabs a board, goes up with it, and puts it in. Austin Rustling saying, I'll do this myself. 2 minutes remain. Jez Jones on Wilcox, and Jones has got 4 fouls to give. So expect him to play pretty much as physical as he wants. Double bonus, you don't love that. Aaron pass comes in. Carson McDonald all alone. Up to the rack. How about that, folks? Greenwave lead by 3. What a basketball game. Minute 45 remain. Wilcox, floater, baseline, no good. Rustling got the ball. 3-on-1, Greenwave working Lindgren. Gets it in transition. The timeout comes from Hams here, and the Greenwave have stolen the momentum from the Thief River Prowlers. We'll be back in 60, folks.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm, too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Folks, as we welcome you back to what has been one of the most electric basketball games in recent memory. Greenwave trail by as many as 20 at some point in the second half. They rally back and they now lead this game by 5 points, the minute and a half remaining. All of a sudden, Thief River really playing on their heels as East Grand Forks steals the inbound pass. Rustling nearly had a steal, jostled it off of Zoot's foot, so now they get a chance to inbound deep in their own end. Absolutely unbelievable game. I'm hoping we'll catch Coach Josh Perkowitz. I'm sure he'll be pretty amped up following the conclusion of this one. Rustling going to drive inside, get it. Greenwave up by 7 now. It's a great chance to put this game away. As we're going to say last touch by Jez Jones, as Wilcox is really taking some pressure back there. Rustling all the way up to 32 on this evening. Seems to have Thief River's numbers. He had 42 the last time they played and 32 tonight. An excellent performance from him. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Jez Jones or Rustling. I think it was Jones as Rustling looked to the ref quickly. Maybe didn't think he had his hand on it. They are making them fight for this inbound pass here as they stole the last one. Goes far side to Caden Rose. Rose puts one down as Rustling is real injured here. Something's going on here, folks. See if we can take another look at it. I'm not sure if we'll get it. Oh, as Rustling's knee just went the wrong way. Don't love to see that, folks, as he is yelling in a silent gym. Some Thief River Falls parents and the coach, Ham's, upset with the call, but what can you do? I mean, you got a guy laying on the floor here. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a second.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Folks, as we welcome you back to a silent East Grand Forks Senior High, their star player, Austin Rustling, has gone now for 32 tonight. Is checked out of this game with an apparent knee injury, something just not sitting right with him. Let's hope for everyone's sake that it's just a short-term, little tweak or something, and he'll be feeling a little bit better tomorrow. But, man, that does not look good. You hate to see someone going down in pain. Wish him nothing but the best from all of us here at KNOX. Prowler still with something to play for. 7-point game as they're looking to inbound here. Nearly fumbling that one is Wilcox. His pass no good. Greenwave snag it away as they're going to slow this one way down by Chase Lindgren. Jez Jones crosses now midcourt. He's going to feint to drive, but they're in no hurry. 25 seconds remain on the play clock. The Greenwave really got this game exactly where they wanted here. Chase Lindgren, an excellent ball handler as we're seeing the show go here, and finally a weak foul comes in. 40 seconds remain, Greenwave by 7. Folks, we have to mention again that this game just feels completely different with Austin Rustling going down and just not feeling quite right there. Hopefully just a little bit minor, but you can tell he's in pain. Lindgren's first is good. He's got all the way up to 18, I believe, on the evening excellent, excellent night from him, contributing really when they needed it most and spreading the floor out a little bit. He's been really, really a great offensive spark plug for these guys all season long, and tonight is no exception. Makes both from the line. Greenwave lead by 9 with 8 seconds left, or 38 seconds left, excuse me. Wilcox floater, too, is good. We got a ball game here, folks. I mean, it's still something to play for. 7-point game now. .26 seconds on the shot clock, so 26 seconds on the game clock, excuse me, so that shot clock comes off. In the corner now, Lindgren finally gets fouled. And he'll shoot. Thief River had this game in the grasp of their hands, folks, but the Green Wave show some just unbelievable resiliency as they battle back in this game. Trailing by as many as 20 at one point. They now lead by 7. Wish I had the numbers for you when that run really started, but it just kind of, slowly and then all at once, and all of a sudden we look up and this is a single possession game. Excellent basketball from the Green Wave as they look to improve their regular season record to 7-0 in the section, 11-2 overall. Seems very likely they'll do so. They'll lead this one by 8 with just 18 seconds left. Lindgren, a phenomenal night from the line. He's got 21. We'll talk about his performance, talk about Austin Rustling's performance, talk about kind of everything we got in this one as phantom foul comes in on Lindgren there well after the shot has left the hands of Wilcox. He'll shoot. Chance at three-pointer here. First is good. Second is good. Excellent free throw shooting from Bridger Wilcox here. Like we said, folks, excellent game by the Green Wave. Just probably some of the best single half of basketball I might have ever seen in my entire life, but just overshadowed by Austin Rustling. Green Wave star player going down and just a completely freak accident. You just never wish it on anybody as Lindgren's going to get doubled in the corner. He's got to find an outlet quickly. 10 seconds remain. They're in no rush, but they have to get the ball across the half court here. Brody Knutson does, and they get a caught timeout. 4.5 seconds remain in this one.
Timeout, East Grand Forks will be a full timeout.
We'll see what comes of this timeout for the Green Wave. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 45.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Final inbound play for the Green Wave here, and they're just going to let it go here. So the Green Wave battled back in an excellent basketball game. They trailed by as many as 20 at one point, and certainly more than 15 for most of the second half. They battle back and win this one by a final score of 77-71. Folks, we'll break it down for you in the postgame show. Hopefully get some comments from head coach Josh Perkowitz. Again, this game completely overshadowed by Austin Rustling going down. We wish him nothing but the best. We'll see if we can get an update from the coach. Take you through some scoring summaries, take you through what we saw, what the Green Wave did, and then look forward to their next matchup, which will be the Sacred Heart Eagles. That's coming your way by KNOX TV on Thursday, folks. Let's send you to our first break of the halftime show. When we welcome you back into this one, we'll take you through some scoring summaries and give a post-game recap of this basketball game. Greenwave winning by a score of 77-71.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500 or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
As we welcome you into this postgame show, folks, this postgame show brought to you by Spray Advantage. Everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. And at Lake Region State College, we change lives. Campuses in Devils Lake, Grand Forks Air Force Base, and online. It's also through your dual credit and advanced placement courses, or dual credit courses, are offered credits through Lake Region. They transfer anywhere in the state. Save yourself a couple bucks on education, Lake Region State College. Folks, this postgame show has got a little bit of a somber overtone to it. There's just no other way to... We have nothing else to say, really. Of course, the Greenwave rally back in a phenomenal basketball game. So I think Coach Josh Perkowitz is going to come up here and join me. It looks like he will. We have an unbelievable basketball game that's kind of greatly overshadowed, if you will, by Austin Rustling, who goes down in just the most unfortunate of circumstances. But again, the Greenwave, not to take away from this phenomenal basketball game they played, just really figured it all out in the second half. There's no other way of saying it. They did a nice job offensive rebounding, as we'll get the coach here. You look a few pounds lighter. You look like you might have been sweating a little bit. Here, come over this side of me. Absolutely not. I'm joined now by head coach Josh Perkowitz. Perk, what a game, man. As many as 20 at one point, is that right?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was, I don't know exactly what it was, but I felt like
it's definitely 15 at least.
We finished probably on like 40-11 run to finish this game, something like that. I kept telling the guys, their effort was where we expected it from Thief River. They came out and they battled and they hit us in the mouth and they hit us in the mouth.
Yeah.
They kept doing it. And just told the guys we just got to make simple basketball plays. 2 hands on the ball, catch the ball, ball fake, finish plays. We weren't finishing early. We had a lot of good looks. I said, we got a lot of good looks. We'll be all right. Just keep battling. And then our defense really fueled it. And that's what it felt like for most of the game. We were trying to get our offense to fuel our defense. And that's just not how we are. You know, we fuel off of our defense. And I can't remember if it was Chase, maybe hit a 3, something like that, energized us. We got an and one, and then all of a sudden you saw our defense come alive. And when our defense came alive, it was pretty much over for them. You could feel it. You could feel it every bucket. It felt like it was worth 4 or 5 points, and we just kept grinding and kept grinding. And our hats off to some of their guys. Will Cox played. I think he played every minute of this game, and he is exhausted, and our guys are exhausted, and I think that was just a really, really good battle, a really good high school basketball game. They gave us everything we got, and we just had a little bit more.
I thought a couple things happened. I thought, number one, you guys right away you come out with the press, you start great. It's like, here we go. This is kind of maybe what we expect.
Yep.
You know, Thief River Falls, they started hitting some big threes. I mean, they in the first half from the wing, end of the first half, and then I think the first 2 possessions they come out and go bang, bang, back to back. I mean, their three-point shooting was excellent, but as the game started to turn, I thought you guys did a wonderful job getting some offensive rebounds finally. I mean, the first half, it just seemed like, gosh, they held you off the boards, and they were able to get the last hand on it. And I thought there was I think it was in the second half, it was Jez Jones and Grabos underneath kind of maybe had not really communicated, but I thought in that moment they took a chance to sort of regroup and say, hey, we're going to play this game as a team. And, you know, obviously down the stretch, you guys just excellent basketball, man. There's just nothing else you can say.
Yeah, you know, and I think it was more our rebounding got better because our offense was better.
Yes.
So our guys were in the right spot in the right position and knew where to go and knew where the ball was going to go. Early on, we were just kind of forcing some shots, and we weren't in the right position to rebound. But I think, you know, I talked to you earlier before the game. Our press is never to turn them over; it's to wear them out. And then all of a sudden, you saw that happen.
Right.
And when we wore them out, it went quick. And then every shot they had was short, and it was steal bucket, steal bucket, steal bucket. Yep. And then that was fun. And this just took a little bit longer tonight to get there. And we were still in striking range. And I think that the great thing about our team is we can score in bunches. And if we're down 20, we still feel like we had a chance.
Well, and tonight's game is the proof in the pudding, right? I mean, you guys are. I think I had it at 20 points at one time. It was 18 or 20, and I said it on air. I said, you know, for what the score is on this game, you felt like Thief River was maybe playing a little better than they probably could, and you felt like you guys were probably playing a little bit worse than we know you're capable of. But it really didn't feel like, okay, just mail it in, the game's over. I mean, you guys battled back. Fantastic run. I think Wrestling finished with 32. Obviously, he goes down there hoping he's good for Thursday, but just what a codifying moment for your team. I mean, you guys just get one thrown in your face, basically, from Thief River Falls coming off the road, and here you go. You battle right back.
We fought through a lot of adversity tonight. A ton of adversity, you know, tired legs, all those things, and the guys just kept battling, and I just kept telling them every time out, I was like, we got this. Halftime, I was like, we got this. We're going to be fine. Even when we ended up like down 20, I was like, all right. I looked at the clock. I think there was like 12, 13 minutes left. I was like, we're so fine. You just want to be under, you know, you want to be at 10 at 8, and we were there.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, we got this now. And at some point in time, we knew that they were folding, and we could see it in their eyes, and we just kept ramping up the pressure, and eventually just kind of gave us the ball and gave us some easy buckets at the end.
Excellent game, Coach Berkowitz. We got you next on Thursday, Sacred Heart. That's here. That'll be on KNOX. I think that's a 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 tip. Final closing thoughts, and we'll send you to a break.
I think we just got to rest up, and we're not going to do much tomorrow because we got another battle in our gym on Thursday, and it's going to be tough. We're going to need some guys to step up because we don't know how Austin's going to be, but we're ready. We'll be ready.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach Berkowitz. Thank you.
Thanks.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500, or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue Ridge, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see.
As we welcome you back to the final segment of this postgame show brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. We were just joined by Coach Josh Perkowitz. An absolutely phenomenal performance by his team, and you heard it in his voice. They were cool, calm, and collected, and at no point did it feel like, okay, we're way out of this game. We got no chances. You heard him. He said the whole time he was telling his team, hey, we're in this game. We're in this game. We're in this game. Comes to bear that they have a phenomenal second half. Rustling, like he said, game really opened up after that. Everett Nelson fouled out. Nelson had a great game, but just didn't have enough of an answer for Austin Rustling as they go on a somewhere around a 40-11 run to close. The Greenwave come away victorious in this one, folks. Again, overshadowed by Austin Rustling going down. Early look is we don't think it's an ACL. Could potentially be an MCL, but that's probably 3-4 weeks, I would guess. We'll try and get a little more information when we have it. We'll hopefully know a little bit more on Thursday. We'll be here for that game. Of course, the Sacred Heart Eagles coming just up the road, taking on the Green Wave, 7 p.m. pregame, 7:30 tip, and what will be a phenomenal basketball game. Green Wave going to have some players step up in this one, and we'll take you through our PS Garage Door player of the game, folks. And we have tons of options here. You know, Austin Rustling, he's going to probably be the easy, obvious choice. He goes for 32 in this one, absolutely torches in the second half. I think he had 22 points in the second half just to light this game on fire, basically. An excellent performance. Chase Lindgren added 21 in this one. Jez Jones with 6, Brody Knutson 3, Kalenda 2, Campos. All sorts of players all over the place. I have to say, for my second straight game, Chase Lindgren's going to be our PS Garage Doors player of the game. The PS stands for points scored this basketball season in pride and service all other times of the year. Lindgren finishes with 21 in the evening. He was their primary ball handler most of this game. Jez Jones not afraid to have the rock in his hand, but when it got to kind of crunch time, you saw Lindgren just ball on a string. Absolutely was not letting that thing go anywhere. Did a nice job engaging his teammates, spreading the ball around, not afraid to touch it, not afraid to pass it. And I think that Chase Lindgren will be our PS Garage Doors player game, our final award of the evening. We'll go to our finest auto trim cover of the game, generally given to the best defender or best defensive play of the evening. This one is going to be a little bit of low-hanging fruit, but it's going to go to Jez Jones. Jones finishes with 6 points. He had 2 steals basically in the first 2 minutes and got a lot quieter, but as this game wore on, that press got very, very, very hard for him. Bridger Wilcox did an excellent job with the ball in his hands tonight, but just did not have enough of an answer for Jez Jones in that press. Jones did a nice job as well of staying away from the fouls. I mean, he only had 1 foul, I think, late in this game. Might have picked up a second in garbage time, but he's going to have our finest auto trim cover of the game and give it to the best defensive player, folks. That'll do it for us here on KNOX TV. Greenwave win going away, 77-71, folks. This broadcast has been brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Scoreboard updates courtesy of Ultra Health Systems. Postgame coverage comes to you from Spray Advantage in Lake Region State College. On behalf of Ryan Cunningham, our sports director, Sam Jensen, Luke Carpenter, Joey Spenger, and Adrian Cummings, this has been a broadcast of KNOX TV.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.